Howdy, 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 my name's Anachi Sasuke, and welcome back to Let's Read Homestuck. Previously on Let's Read Homestuck, this happened! Now, in this episode, let's see what's on the other side of this arrow. Oh. Bloody up, Vriska. Who made her pay? Oh, it was you. You made her pay. Atta girl. Move this along. Someone needs to grab the reins on this timeline management here. These delinquents waste too much time. Can't seem to conduct their business with any efficiency at all. Payback scenarios notwithstanding, there's always time to be made for a good comeuppance. Let's skip to the end. The heck? Quit bossing me around, I'm not okay with it. I know what I'm doing. That's what I like to hear. As you were then. Alrighty, skip to the end. Future Apocalypse Arisen, 2 hours and 16 minutes from now. Open private timeline bulletin board, Road to the Undoing. This is the private board. This private board will and has already served as a log of past events for future cells to record, and a guide of future events for past cells to follow. I don't know which half of its role has been or will be more important. Possibly neither is critical, since deviation from the course is mostly impossible and reflection on its traversal is completely irrelevant. But I'm typing this anyway, because I'm bored again. Past Apocalypse Arisen, 601 hours ago responded to memo. And here I was thinking we were finished taking orders from voices. We've only swapped the imperatives of the dead with those of our future selves, who are also dead. Guess it seems that way. Oh well, it was an enjoyable reprieve from fatalism while it lasted. I nearly managed to save for it. An error narrowly avoided then. I think we should refrain from dialogue in this memo, without resorting to bannings or absurd exchanges of self-repudiation. Yeah, I agree. I just thought I'd interject that and go. Okay. We will and have already amassed an army to confront the Black King. An army consisting of our alternate future selves, each one rerouted from a doomed offshoot of the Alpha timeline, each given another chance at a constructive influence over the ultimate outcome. By the way, if you didn't know already, a future self returning to the past from a doomed timeline will always be slated for imminent destruction herself. It's one of the rules, and the unfortunate reality is, this will and has already been a mass suicide mission. Or it would be, and already would have been, if we weren't all already dead. Mobilizing ourselves in such numbers would be required to neutralize the King's psychic attacks. It would take our combined concentration to dampen the abilities he inherited from blah. Without the cumulative effort of our doomed reserves, without the heightened mental and physical endurance of our robotic vessels, without the untimely demise we all shared before this began, victory would not be possible. He would kill us all with one dreadful sound. I don't know if it was just bad luck or an extension of the curse Kargat insists he brought on us that led to the incidental and unfortuitous prototyping of Pfefferi's powerful Lussus, without which the battle would have posed little challenge, I think. It was more likely just another inevitability. A product of collusion between the disparate forces at play, a bargain struck between what Skya knows already and what the gods demand up front. Together, they orchestrate trials sufficient to ensure that in overcoming them we would be proven worthy of inheriting the ultimate reward. Ribbit. Oops. And so it would be, and has been already, that while distracted by the combined efforts of our doomed legion, the king would be aggressed by the others. Even though each would be well prepared, perched on the highest rung of their echoladders, equipped with the best weaponry Gris could build, versed in the deadliest fray motives spoon dollars could buy. even though the meteors from the king's own reckoning would be turned against him. And even with one impossibly lucky roll of the dice at the final moment, we would only narrowly succeed. But ultimately, we would prove our worth, and the reward would be within our reach. But only momentarily. Before we would be able to claim it, we would be interrupted by something which would be ushered into our session by a rift in paradox space. A rift which we could only determine will be opened by 4 members of a fledgling species who will be playing in another session of the same game that we will and have already played. Their rift will lead to the Great Undoing, without necessarily causing it, not directly. Such rifts are themselves supposedly benign, useful even. They are cataloged phenomenon within the game itself, with a provided means of creating them, and a wide range of scenarios for which it might be prudent to do so. The Encyphosphere locals have a more formal term for them. They typically refer to such a rift as... yeah. A scratch. The direct effects of a scratch are limited to the session invoking it. We would not experience or observe those efforts from our session, but we would experience the consequences, in the form of that which prevented us from claiming our reward. He whose hand would be forced by the scratch to emerge from hiding. But there would be no adequate way to prepare, even with all the foresight at our disposal, for a foe more powerful than the king we will and have already defeated. For a demon who is indestructible, omnipotent, and enraged. While the rest of the party would abscond, our duplicates would buy us time. They would all be killed. Again. All except for me. This is just as well, I suppose. What will we even do with all those copies anyway? We would return to the site of our hatching, so to speak, where we would hide, amidst a veil depleted by the reckoning, and wait, drifting in the wide orbit of our soon-to-be null session. Banished from the universe we left behind. What is that, the sun? The scratch? Red sun? Is it going to be somebody's glasses? And yet, in being denied the ultimate reward, we would be barred from entry. Doop. 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 Yellow sun. Oh. Into the universe we created. Huh. End of Act 5, Act 1. Well, okay, we got another flash in this episode then. It's only been like 8 minutes, so we're gonna keep going. Okay, so apparently, Carcat hate loves John. You finally found him. After hours of searching. No. Sweeps of searching. Troll this worthless human! Carcinogenesis began trolling ectobiologists. Attention, worthless human! This is your god speaking! It is a wrathful god who despises you more than you could have possibly dared to fear. I have watched your entire pathetic life unfold. I have observed you while you would quake and tremble in personal prayers of shame. While you pleaded forgiveness for being such a wretched, disgusting failure on every conceivable level. Prostrate before the stupid and false clown gods you have scribbled on the walls of your block. Bogus deities worshipped by a primitive paradise planet. But your prayers will not be answered. There are no miracles in store for you, human. Only my hate. It is a hate so pure and hot, it would consume your sad, underdeveloped human think pan to even contemplate. It is a hate that to fathom must be put into song, shrieked by the 10,000 rowdy shout sphincters peppering the gruesome underbelly of the most truculent god the furthest ring can muster. It is a hate that made you and will surely destroy you. My hate is the lifeblood that pulses through the veins of your universe. It is my gift to you. You're welcome for that, you ungrateful piece of shit. Hi, Carcat. What? How do you know my name? Oh man, this is it, isn't it? I've been looking forward to this. What is it? Me hating you is what's it? If that's what you mean, yeah, bingo! No, I mean, this is the first conversation between us from your perspective, right? Yeah! Are you suggesting we've spoken before? Yeah, lots of times! Actually, I should introduce myself properly. Hi, Carcat, I'm John! John, why would I give a pungent, whipping lump squirt what your name is? Because we're buddies! I admit I am new to human social constructs, but I refuse to believe our relationship can or will ever be described as Earth-human buddies. Yep, we totally are. We just became Earth-human buddies in a kind of weird way. You decide to keep talking to me backwards through my adventure, and then when you were done with that, you come back and talk to me more recently on the timeline for a while. You talk to my friends a whole bunch, too. You and your Alternian troll buddies helped me and my Earth-human buddies hatch a plan, which we are busy putting into motion right now, as you can see. These are lies! I know when I'm being trolled. Who do you even think you are talking to here? I am your god, remember? Yeah, I know. Why would I troll you backwards? That doesn't make any fucking sense. And why would I help you and your idiot friends? I would just be helping you blunder down the path that ends with you opening the rift like a bunch of morons. You mean the scratch? Whatever. Yes, that's the plan. You yourself said it was the only hope now. Ridiculous. I didn't wriggle out of a puddle of slime yesterday. That was several weeks ago, okay? I do not think you appreciate the gravity of my antipathy. John Human! Egbert. Okay, Human Egbert! I fucking loathe you, and I have tuned into your channel moments before the eradication of your timeline, and that smug look on your face with just enough time for me to basically completely fucking destroy you with hostile rhetoric. There is no chance I will ever help you. You can't possibly understand how much I hate you, or why I hate you. I wasn't joking when I said I was your god, like that wasn't just a lot of bravado and useless pissing around. I am literally responsible for your existence. We beat the game you were playing, and created your universe. We were going to enter your universe and rule over it, like tyrants. It was to be our plaything, John. You have no idea how sweet it was going to be, but then we couldn't claim our prize because of that monstrosity you sprung on us. Man, I know! None of this is news to me, Carcat, but to be quite honest, it doesn't sound like your intentions were all that great, wanting to be tyrants and all. Maybe you got what you deserve, you stupid fuck-ass. Stupid? Wow, your species is really brain-dead. It's an in-joke, never mind. Anyway, hey! I thought this was supposed to be the conversation where you do all that amazing trolling. Come on, bro, flame me! I've been really excited about this! You actually want me to troll you. I mean, don't worry, I can and I will, and it will be a goddamn bloodbath when I get started. It's just kind of weird that you're excited about it. Is that normal for your race? I don't know, probably not. I just think it's kind of funny when you do it. That's really condescending, and it's hard to convey how much more I just got pissed off than I already was. But maybe it makes sense, actually, that you welcome my acrimony so readily, on account of probably some weird gland humans have, like a punishment throbber, or some silly-sounding thing like that. It might mean that I'm right about you. Right about what? I mean that it seems like we are connected in some way, don't you think, John? Sort of cosmically. Like our hate for each other is so strong it must have been written in the stars. You know, the ones I fucking made for you. I don't hate you. How can you possibly claim to have talked to me a lot already and not hate me? See, it doesn't add up. Wait. Are you saying that we're Kisma whatevers? What? No! What do you take me for? That would be such a brazen solicitation. It's insulting! I mean, okay, I'm not saying I'm ruling out the idea or anything. Like, if later, over time, you started really hating me more? Like, really got to know me and found out about how much there was to hate? But, in the past, I guess, I'm just saying who knows what could happen, or has already happened. Fuck, what am I babbling about? This is fucking ridiculous! We just met, for fuck's sake! And it's not like we're ever going to meet in person, so it's all a moot point. So forget I said anything. God, what is wrong with me? Well, I just didn't really have any idea that you had any sort of feelings like that, so I'm kind of caught off guard. What feelings? There are no feelings, end of discussion. Hey! I don't have a problem with your weird sort of alien hate love thing, it's just that, what? I'm not a homosexual. The hell is that? It's like when a boy likes another boy, or I guess hates in this case. Humans have a word for that? Yes? How was that even a thing? I don't know, it just is. Human romance sure is weird. I am just as confused by your troll shenanigans. So many shenanigans. Anyway, I kinda got the impression that you and Terezi were a thing. What do you mean a thing? Like, I don't know, going on weird fight dates and beating the crap out of each other, and being in hate love or love-hate. Isn't that how it works? You are such an ignoramus. I could shit miles of rage snake to choke you to death. Ew. Who have you been talking to? What have you heard about that? I talked to you, and her, and some others. I don't know. Like I said, it was just a sense I got. Sorry. Okay, first of all, if there were a thing with her, and that's a huge if, it would be a totally different quadrant than what we're just talking about. Oh god, the quadrants. Second, whether she and I have a thing, or don't have a thing, or took a romantic hot air balloon ride suspended in a goddamn filial pair to get pale together, it's definitely none of your fucking Earth business, Egbert Human John. Got it? Okay, sheesh. Parcat, I'm gonna be honest. This first conversation is not going how I thought it would at all. It's really kind of awkward. Yeah, wow, it is. Yeah, huh. Well, okay, look, let's just agree to never bring it up again. The stuff I was babbling about earlier. Yeah, well, we never really talked about it in the past, so I guess we do agree to do that. But if I talk to you again, in your future, limited though it is, you'll remember my embarrassing shit, so I guess I'll have to troll you backwards? Ha, I told you, bro. You really are a smug noof whipper. A smug noof... words. Smug nook whiffer. Smug nook whiffer. John Egbert, I think we need to get back on point here. Which is addressing the matter of what incomprehensibly putrid garbage you and your friends are, and how much I hate you. You mean platonic hate? Shut the fuck up, we aren't talking about that, remember? Oh yeah. So you wanted to get trolled? Well, you got it. Prepare to get your puny human bulge flamed into nuclear hate-blivion. Welcome to the Trollocaust. The painstaking genocide of your fragile self-esteem will be my swan song. Oh boy, this sounds great, but we're out of time. I have to go put this plan into motion. Oh, I see! Taking the coward's way out, scampering off to get annihilated by a deadly rift. How convenient! Well, sayonara, you worthless, crush-stained barf puppet. I will bid you one first and final fuck you! Fuck you, John Egbert. Fuck you, and fuck the joke book you wrote in on. Fucking you! See you soon! Wait, what? Ectobiologist ceased pestering carcinogeneticists. Terezi, open memo. Current Gallows Calibrator right now open a memo on board Rainbow Rumpus Party Town. How long is this? Well, I guess we're gonna have to read this, and then that's gonna end this episode. Let me take a swig of water so I don't die. At least not die this soon. What do you think about Carcat's new plan to troll these kids? Personally, I think he has finally snapped and it doesn't make any sense. I figured maybe we could talk about it in here and talk about it here in secret while he stands over there making his stupid inspirational speech. I'm pretty sure he stopped bothering to invade Party Town. He's learned his lesson. Obviously, this is just for us here in the present to remark on. If you're from the past and are curious about this and want to say something, you will not be banned, as this is the general rule here. But I will politely ask you to keep your interjections to a minimum. I will have order in this rumpus block. Past carcinogeneticist from 7 minutes ago responded to memo. You think I stopped keeping tabs on your vapid seditious bullshit? Think a fucking again. Banned past Carcat. The topic is now open for argumentation. Her tyranny yields the floor with a mighty bang of her gavel. Bang, bang, bang. 3 mighty bangs. What do you have to submit on the subject of Carcat's tenuous grip on the tattered remains of his sanity, Counselor Nepeta? These current arsenic catnip right now responded to memo. The especially impertinent counselor looks really serious and thoughtful as she scoots her chair out from under the official courty-looking table and begins to pace around thoughtfully. She doesn't understand why. I don't understand why we're doing this. What was the point again? Excellent question, Miss Counselor. Past carcinogeneticist 2, 5 minutes ago, responded to this memo. Are you fucking retarded? I can plainly see you are going to start writing this memo in 5 minutes. All I have to do is go make my boring inspirational speech and then walk over to your computer and start fucking with you. Go ahead, ban me all you want. Banned Carcat 2. Her tyranny expresses disdainful yet authoritative interest and other opinions on the stupidest plan ever conceived. Any thoughts? I don't see why Carcat always has to be banned from these memos. What if he promises to behave himself? We have been over this. What if I talked to him in the past and told him he could post here as long as he was not particularly disagreeable? That's a good idea. I'll be right back. Oh god. Past carcinogeneticist 3, 10 minutes ago, responded to memo. Thank you, Nepeta, for alerting me to the presence of yet more of this tawdry roleplay infested cloak and dagger rubbish. How very interesting. Her tyranny facepalms in a really dignified and intimidatingly judicial manner. Banned Carcat 3. The distinguished counselor receives 100 billion rumpus demerits for inviting uncouth rabble into her orderly block. Sad face. Current Twin Armageddons right now responded to memo. I already told KK what I thought about this awful idea. It just makes no sense. You can count me out. You can all troll these incompetent aliens all you want. It won't change anything. I'll just be over here waiting to die with dignity. Okay, well, maybe it's too late for that. But just die, I guess. And y'all can suck it, bitches. The magistrate from the delicious Appleberry jurisdiction makes an excellent point about the overall shittiness of this proposition, and about managing to be an even grumpier pain in the ass than our fearless leader somehow. I don't get why you're RPing about this. It doesn't make sense. You're all out of your fucking sponge. Why don't you just use our names? Banned, unbanned. Okay, sorry about that. Was it Solix? There, are you happy? Whatever. Carcinogenesis 4 minutes ago responded to the memo. You bastard! Is it really so much to ask to take a few tools out behind the grub shed? All I'm asking you to do is hassle some aliens, God! After all those times I saved your life, you think you could do me one little solid. Yeah, after you got me killed in the first place. How can you throw that in my face again? I thought we were cool. I said whatever. Ugh! Banned Carcat 4. Current Apocalypse Arisen right now responded to memo. I will not be participating. Ceased responding to memo. Carcat 5. Oh my god, what are we going to do now? I guess that's it. Plan is canceled. The radio isn't going to mope at these losers for us. The whole plan hinged on that. Banned Carcat 5. Current Cuttlefish Cola right now responded to memo. I still don't quite understand the plan either. I mean, I don't really mind talking to them. It could be fun and they look interesting, but I really don't think it's all their fault. Can't we say nice things to them instead of troll them? Maybe even help them? Carcat 6 from 2 minutes ago. No, fuck! You can't be nice to them. You're completely missing the gloving point, Fish Princess. Banned Carcat 6. Carcat 7. Hey, Terezi, I'm about to make this awesome speech and inspire the fuck out of you guys. When I'm done, I'm coming over to your station and then your ass is mine. Enjoy this garbage dump of a memo while it lasts. Blah. Banned Carcat 7. This is why we can't have nice things. I'm tempted to close this memo now. If anyone has anything to say it quick. Hardcat 8 from 2 minutes ago. Hardcat 8 was banned. Not you! Terminally Capricious from 420 hours ago responded to memo. Yeah, I'm not following this motherfucking planet up at all. Who are we trolling? Gamzee, this conversation is taking place weeks in the future. It does not concern you. Oh, well, motherfuck, I guess. Don't worry about it. Just scroll around and look for one of the, RRPT open chat memos. Okay, honk. Whoa. Hardcat is mashing my... Ah, he is such a little... Banned, unbanned, banned, unbanned, banned, unbanned. Fuck! Oh, now what's up? God damn it, he logged onto my... And he's still mashing me! So, get off the fuck! Banned, unbanned, banned, unbanned. Why are you banning yourself, Terezi? Pretty fucking mental if you ask me. Really fucked up and just... Banned himself, unbanned himself. Banned, unbanned, banned, unbanned, banned, unbanned, banned, unbanned, banned, unbanned. This doesn't look like a word anymore. Okay, quit! Fuck! Ow! Ah! Fuck! I'm going to sharpen your stupid-looking nubby horns in your sleep. Then that's what will be up. Bye-bye, nubs. Why don't you just file them all the way down since you're running out of ways to emasculate me in front of my team? Will you give your boring leader complex a rest for once? It's getting so old. Current Arachnid's grip right now responded to memo. Ha! You're both ridiculous. Hey Vriska, you're down with my trolling plan. Why don't you tell everyone in Rainbow Ass Grab Junction what a great idea it is? I'm busy. What the fuck could you be busy with? I'm making my own plans. I'm a pretty big deal, remember, Cardcat? It looks like you forgot how many irons she has in the fire. Exactly. What is so hard about going along with my simple plan to serve a few pink-skinned douchebags a piping hot nutrition plateau full of fuck you? Maybe we will, but all we just kind of want to do we all just kind of want to do our own thing. There's a word for that. It's called gross insubordination. That's 2 words, retard. Do you guys realize you're sharing a keyboard and taking turns to argue with each other? That is kinda cute. Yeah, I hate to say it, but it really sort of is. Okay, fuck this! Everyone is officially banned from this train wreck. Banned, 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 unbanned. You can't ban me from my own memo. Oops. You can't ban me from my own memo. Looks like I just did. Shit. Looks like I just did. Fine, I will shut down the memo. I will shut the memo down. So will you get the hell out of here? Fine, I'm gone. Banned himself. Ugh. Future Gallows Calibrator, 6 hours and 12 minutes from now responded to memo. Hey! Oh, hey! I just thought I would add one last remark to this silliness. A remark of reassurance. Oh? Yes, you should troll the humans. It will be fun! Well, we both know I was planning that too anyway. Of course, I trust your judgment on the matter. Just here to say you won't regret it. That's nice to know. I trust your judgment as well. Yes! Another triumph of sound judgment and good times for Team Pyrope and the loyal subscribers of Rainbow Rumpus Party Town. Hooray! Future Carcinogeneticist 6 hours and 12 minutes from now responded to memo. I'm going to be fucking sick. Banned. Closed memo. Okay, so that hurt my heart a little bit. So that let me save the game. That about does it for this episode of Let's Read Homestuck. I think this is episode 38. In the next episode, I don't know what's on the other end of this arrow. So in the next episode, we'll click this arrow and more things will happen, presumably. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Later!